Well, that didn't start off as planned. Then broke my daggum shovel. But anyway, I went to the store and got another one. Today I'm planting my Peggy Martin roses that I got from Petals from the Past. Um, I am really excited about this because the experience from that day was so touching and so life changing that I am so happy that I will have a piece of that here on the homestead that I can remember it by. And so the Peggies, both of them are going into the garden today. I'm going to make an arch trellis here with cattle panel and just attach the Peggy Martin to it, and eventually it'll train on up the trellis.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watched from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity.
Alright, well, I just realized that my mic wasn't on during that last part. So on the video, I just spread it on through there so that you didn't have to sit there and watch 15 minutes of nothing. So, well, of me working, but not hearing anything. So anyway, I got the T-posts in. I got my hole dug. I moved my hole from over here to over here. My T-posts are just about right in line with the middle of my bed here. And I decided to go further over there. So it's still not going to be lined up like right with this area right here, which is fine. It's completely fine. Where I had dug my hole at, see my T-post here should have been like right here where the hole is dug at, and I'm not redigging the hole, okay? So we're going to put it right here. I think this is going to work just fine. This is going to be the entranceway. It's going to be pretty cool. My driveway is behind you, so it's going to be pretty cool to pull up and park, like right here, and, have the entrance to the garden right here. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna widen this hole just a little bit. And the reason why is because I want that plant all the way over here as far as I can get it. I think that's going to be good right there. It may need to be a little bit deeper. I don't want to do it too deep because apparently with these, you want to plant them at the level that they're at. So you don't want to go digging a hole that's way too deep. All right, so the other good thing about Peggy Martins is that they're not thornless, but they're called, semi-thornless or something like that. They got these little thorns on them. I think if you got into it pretty good, it could still get you. But it's not like my rose bushes out front. It's got them big old thorns on it. All right. So let's lay all that over that way. And then I'm gonna okay. Now if y'all remember, I got some of this from Texas Garden Guy, and he said it's good for transplanting, okay? So he said just put a little bit in the hole and then put a little bit on top and water it in. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit here on top. He said just a little bit, so. All right, so now that that's in the ground, it's time for me to put my trellis up. I don't know how hard or how easy it's gonna be, but we gonna see. That's gonna be nice right there, y'all. That's gonna be real nice. And then, well, let me get these attached. So if y'all ever go to Tractor Supply and y'all get T-posts and they ask you if you want this bag of clips, always get them. Because when you use these clips one time, sometimes it's hard to use them again. And so you're gonna use your T-post multiple times, more than likely. So always get some of these. And I'm gonna bring you in closer so you can see exactly how I put them on here. All right, well, the way I like to do it is it has this hook end right here, and then it has this end that hooks this way. I take this hook and I put it over the wire like that. And then this right here just rests on this side. Get you over here. It rests on this side like that. Now, I normally have a tool that's about this size, but it has 3 little holes in it. It's like a fencing tool. I'll try to get a picture of it and put it up on the screen. But it has 3 different holes in it, meant for, you know, this diameter or smaller or bigger or whatever. But this does the same thing. So I slide this over it like this right here, and then I want to pull it all the way around, just like that. And that's on there tight. All right. I just bend that down so I don't get snagged on anybody. And that's how I attach them on there. That ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to work this on up through here. Now, before I go cutting any of this off, any of y'all who have grown these before, y'all let me know if I should just let these go, or if I need to trim these so I can train them better. I don't know. Y'all let me know. It's like this one's coming out the back side, so I'm thinking that I would need to train this one. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that I would need to trim this one off. Here, let me get this off of here. And I also noticed that this one has got some yellowing leaves that's dying. I will say that when I got this whole thing was vibrant green. There was no yellow like that on it. And it wasn't until it was here for a couple days. I hadn't done anything to it. I hadn't added any fertilizer to it. I hadn't done anything. And it was over in the shade a little bit. Actually, it was mostly in the shade. But I mean, it's got new growth that's coming out, so it's still growing pretty good. But I noticed that this one had a lot of yellowing on it. The other one has a little bit of yellowing on it, not very much. So I don't know what the deal is with that. All I did was water them, and it couldn't have been the water, because everything else I got, I watered, the same, and nothing else is looking like this. So I don't know what that is. If y'all know, let me know. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Yeah, boy. So so yeah, I'm gonna let it start going. And looks like I got coverage over here, coverage up the middle, and coverage over here. And definitely comment below and let me know how to manage this area in here. If I need to trim some of these smaller ones or just let them go, I'm sure I'm going to get some people to say trim them and some people say let them go. But definitely, if you grow Peggy Martin roses, and just remember back to when you transplanted yours, if you trimmed it up at all. So I'm not going to trim it up at all right now. I'm going to wait until I learn more about it. I'll reach out to petals from the past and see what they tell me. And yeah, boom, it's in there, y'all. Let me show y'all around. All right, y'all, so it's up there. I trained it up a little bit. The last thing I gotta do, I'm gonna get some water on it. But I'm just thinking about the possibilities, and man, it's gonna look really good up around that arch. I think it's gonna look really, really good. Nice little entranceway to come in. Gonna have roses all up around there, and then just walk into the garden. I was just sitting back thinking, because my phone overheated, that eventually I can take these 3 beds up and make a like a garden area just over on that side, like in ground over there. And then I can make this a little seating area, have a little table and chairs over here or something like that. I think that'll look cool with the roses right here, and then kind of block this off like fence, like a little picket fence or something right here. And then I got my sign right here, which I am going to plant strawberries in there as well. So that's going to be cool. And then picket fence all the way down through here to this other entrance. And then I'll have my entrance, you know, right here going straight into the greenhouse. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. Anyway, y'all don't need to see me sit out here and sweat and do this one, but I'll bring y'all back and show y'all the final product.
Road burnt paycheck, hands got stories to tell. Steel deck rhythm and a diesel smoke smell. Can't fake pride when you live on the way. Long days floating on that road, burn pay. Let it ride. Road burn paycheck, tide don't wait. We don't see the land till we cross that gate. Got my boots by the bunk in a light that flickers. Coffee gone cold and the road burn thicker. They can't sweat, we don't punch no card. Just tie and tight, get the tow line hard. Slip it through fog with the bar just stacking. Ain't no glory to stealing action. Sleeping shifts, eat fast, ride slow. Saying more with a nod than a radio. Road burn paycheck, soul don't fold. Sun come up, but the nights.
Hope y'all can hear me. My mic messed up on me, but I gotta hold it. I moved all the rocks over, and the only thing I think is that this one is not as wide as the one over there. I'm not too sure. I thought I measured them both out at 4.5 feet, but maybe that one's 5.5 feet and this one's 4.5 feet. But either way, I think it's gonna look good. I got the rows planted, got it trained up a little bit. So all I gotta do is water it in, and she is good to go. All right, y'all. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. It's hot out. Woo! I tell you, it ain't in the 90s right now. I think it's just over 80, like maybe 82, 83. But woo-wee. It sure do feel hot when you out here digging and shoveling and driving posts into the ground. But anyway, I told y'all in the previous video that I had something special to tell you about this Peggy Martin rose, if you don't know already. So I'm not gonna take too long with it, but I just wanted to say that the Peggy Martin rose is a very special rose. The Miss Martin, who the rose is named after, she lost everything in the Katrina hurricane, okay? She lost everything. I think they said it was like 16 foot of water where her house was or something like that, something crazy. So all of her gardens, all of her plants, everything, she lost it all. And she just so happened, when she finally got back to the area, they don't know how long that area was underwater, but they're estimating 2 to 4 weeks, okay? So on the low end, that place was underwater for 2 weeks, and on the high end, it was underwater for a month, okay? And as she's walking her property and she's assessing the damage and everything, she sees on top of the shed the Peggy Martin rose. And it's blooming and it's beautiful. I got a picture up on the screen right now. And it survived Katrina. It survived being underwater for 2 to 4 weeks. And it's a miracle. It really is. That is a miracle. That is God saying, hey, I made this and I say when it goes. That's what that is. So I am so proud to have the Peggy Martin rose here on Salty Dawg Homestead. I was reading an article. It's by, I can't remember who it's by, but I'm gonna put the article below. It's a decent article. Man, it's a great read. If you like reading, if you don't like reading, go read it anyway. But it is a great read on the history of the Peggy Martin rose and the miracle that it's here with us today. So yeah, I am so proud to have this rose here. I'm so glad that Jason from Cog Hill grew it and mentioned it on his videos, and I got to go to petals. Like, it all just worked out, you know. And now it's back here, and I get a piece of history here in my yard, and it's gonna wrap around this trellis right here and just be, man, it's gonna be a centerpiece that, you know, we can sit here and we can look at, and all the pollinators can be on, and just I think I will enjoy telling the story of Miss Peggy Martin and her rose to visitors that come here to the homestead. So anyway, just wanted to leave you with that little nugget. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please hit like, subscribe to my channel if you're not. I know I got a whole lot of new subscribers, a lot of new eyes on the channel, and it's humbling. It is completely, absolutely humbling. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, so I got a lot coming this week and next week. We're gonna be doing a lot in the garden. Y'all, I might be tired, but I'm happy, man. Googly moogly. I got me a Peggy Martin. Ooh. Now I gotta keep it alive. Now listen, y'all listen. Okay, if this thing survived Katrina underneath water 2 to 4 weeks, and if I can't keep this thing alive, man, hey, I might have to change the name of my channel. I might have to change it. I don't know. But we gonna try. And I got faith in her. I got faith in her. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So let me get her watered in real good. And that's gonna be it for the video. Don't forget, check out the affiliates below. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.